In the shadows of the world's most elite circles, a name emerged that would eventually become synonymous with ultimate depravity and a global web of corruption. Jeffrey Epstein. To the outside world, he was a billionaire financier, a man of mystery who rubbed shoulders with presidents, royalty, and Nobel Prize-winning scientists. He owned palatial mansions in Manhattan, a sprawling ranch in New Mexico, and a private oasis in the Virgin Islands. But behind the shimmering facade of wealth and influence lay a darkness so profound it would eventually shake the very foundations of the global establishment. This is not just a story of a single criminal. It is the chronicle of a protected predator, and the silent screams of hundreds of innocent victims who were caught in his web for decades. The mystery of Jeffrey Epstein begins with his meteoric and unexplained rise to wealth. A former math teacher with no college degree, he somehow clawed his way into the highest echelons of Wall Street. How did a man with no clear source of income sustain a lifestyle of private jets and multiple international properties? The answer, many believe, lay in the power of information. Epstein wasn't just trading stocks, he was trading in secrets. He curated a network of the world's most powerful people, inviting them into a world of luxury where every desire was catered to, and every move was potentially recorded. His private jet, notoriously nicknamed the Lolita Express, became a shuttle for the global elite, transporting them to his private island, Little St. James. Little St. James was the crown jewel of his empire, but to those who were trafficked there, it was a geographic prison. Survivors describe a paradise turned into a nightmare. They speak of a bizarre blue-striped building on the island that looked like a temple, sparking endless theories about what happened beneath its floors. While rumors of cult-like rituals and extreme depravity have circulated for years, the documented reality was horrifying enough. A systematic operation where young girls were flown in, stripped of their identity, and forced into a cycle of abuse. Epstein didn't act alone. He had recruiters and enablers, most notably Ghislaine Maxwell, who helped maintain the machinery of this predatory system. For years, Epstein seemed untouchable. Even when the law finally caught up with him in Florida in 2008, he managed to secure a sweetheart deal that remains one of the most controversial moments in legal history. Despite evidence of dozens of victims, he served only 13 months in a county jail with work release privileges, allowing him to leave during the day. This deal didn't just protect Epstein, it protected his powerful friends. It sent a message to the world that if you are rich enough and know the right people, the rules of human decency and law do not apply to you. The victims were silenced, their trauma dismissed by a system that favored the predator over the prey. However, the tide began to turn as survivors found their voices. Brave women like Virginia Giuffre and many others refused to stay silent, sparking a renewed federal investigation that led to Epstein's dramatic arrest in July 20. The world watched in shock as the sheer scale of his crimes was laid bare. Raids on his Manhattan mansion revealed thousands of photographs and evidence of a massive blackmail operation. It seemed the day of reckoning had finally arrived. The world was waiting for the names in his little black book to be called to justice. People wanted to know the truth about the politicians, the CEOs, and the royals who had frequented his homes. But then, the unthinkable happened. On August 10, 2019, while awaiting trial in the most secure federal lockup in New York City, Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his cell. The official cause was ruled a suicide, but the circumstances were so suspicious that they birthed 1,000 conspiracy theories. The security cameras outside his cell had malfunctioned. The guards who were supposed to be checking on him every 30 minutes had allegedly fallen asleep and later falsified records. For a man who held the secrets of the world's most powerful people, his sudden silence was incredibly convenient for many. The phrase "Epstein didn't kill himself" became a global phenomenon, representing a deep-seated distrust in the official narrative. Even after his death, the shadow of Jeffrey Epstein continues to loom large. The conviction of Ghislaine Maxwell brought some sense of justice, but many feel the work is unfinished. The list of his high-profile clients and associates remains a subject of intense public interest and legal battles. We are left to wonder how many more people were involved in this network and why they have not faced the same scrutiny. The case exposed a terrifying reality, that there exists a tier of society, so powerful that they can operate a global trafficking ring in plain sight for decades without consequence. It revealed the rot at the heart of the institutions we are taught to trust. The story of Jeffrey Epstein is a grim reminder of the darkness that can hide behind the glitter of gold and the prestige of power. It is a story of stolen childhoods, systemic failure, and the ongoing struggle for truth. While the man himself is gone, the questions he left behind remain unanswered. How deep did the rabbit hole go? Who else was watching? As more documents are unsealed and more secrets leak out, the world continues to watch. waiting for the full truth to emerge from the depths of the island of sin. We must never forget the victims, for it is their courage that eventually brought a monster to his knees and forced the world to look into the abyss. The legacy of Epstein is a call to vigilancy, warning that true evil often wears a suit, flies a private jet, and hides in the most exclusive rooms in the world.